Guys doing? This is very important in reference to any property on Ditch Road. In reference to my mother, Doris Duke, some people check that information if my mother's Doris Duke. Many things of importance. But, the house up on Ditch Road, somebody had tried to say before that Frank Sinatra and Ronald Ray and these other FBI people had broken into the house or something. And my mother, Doris Duke, had came into town and had went to that house. And hello, Duran Duran musical group. How you guys doing? I guess they were at that house too, but not at that time. But and there was a police report of one of the times when my mother. I'll get back to the other story. When my mother came back into town one time when they were holding me hostage, and she went up to Perkins Restaurant on 86 and Allisonville Road. And these people were still holding me hostage. It was during court cases. And there was Frank Sinatra was trying to murder Doris Duke. And my mother had went into one of the Mercedes dealerships, I guess, and had called the police against him because he tried to steal her houses in Geist Reservoir, or somebody tried to steal my mother's houses and property in Geist Reservoir. And but in the house, with the house on Ditch Road, they had snuck into the house, I guess, and my mother had went to the house because she came in from out of town. And I'm not sure if this is true, but somebody has to look up. There was a police report about it, I guess, on the house on Ditch Road, 86 North Ditch Road, and it's got the golf course or something on it, But you have to look up the information. And there was a police report about Frank Sinatra and some of his people had gotten into the house and they were beating up my mother inside that house, even when there was ongoing court cases against these people for kidnapping me from my mother and father's mansions before and holding me hostage in Indiana. I'm not sure what's true on that. Look up the police report. Look up the information. The Supreme Court might have documents on that. The Treasury might have documents on that. New Jersey courts. And hello, Governor Christie. How you doing? Or former Governor Christie. I'm not sure if you're in government now or what's going on. But in reference to Frank Sinatra stalking my mother and holding me hostage and demanding ransom from Doris Duke, is what they even have phone calls that have to be admitted into court in reference to Frank and his criminal organization holding me hostage and demanding ransom monies from my mother, Doris Duke. Look up the information. My mother's Doris Duke. Look it up. The real Doris Duke. Not no government impersonators. None whatsoever. And hello, Walt Disney World, and hello, studios in Hollywood. Lots of things of importance in reference to police reports. And hello, Beverly Hills Police Department and Beverly Hills courts and New York courts and Texas and Michigan courts. How you doing? But, these government people, and my mother used to try to send, during the time they held me hostage, I guess she tried to send video messages like on VHS tapes. And there's some woman in Indiana that was working in one of the branches of government they were stealing the videotapes, and they were trying to copy, and they were trying to impersonate my mother. They had planned this or something, because that means they planned to murder my mother, is what these government people was doing. And all this premeditated plan of their people has to go on the record that they premeditated their murders. They premeditated this hostage situation. They premeditated their ways of stealing the postal mail and letters and information and phone calls and emails, and these people trying to steal my identity. So people need to look up that information. It needs to be public information too. But, in reference to the house on Ditch Road, I don't have the keys to that. And I don't know what's going on over there, if that's one of the houses or not. But somebody can look up that information and see if that has any, see what the information is on that, Lots of things of importance. The satellite man's still burning my upper lip and teeth right now. And it is, let's see what time it is. It is 4:04 a.m., 2/14/2021.